Good morning, teacher and classmates. Today we explain a little exercise about break-even analysis. First, we have the data in the left that is fixed cost, that we have the CO that is 1,850, security 815, rent 1,200, and insurance 650. If we add all of these costs, we have the result that is, in this case, 4,515. And we have also the variable cost that we have two parts. That first is part, that is 430, and labor, that is 10. If we add these two costs, we have 440. And the selling price per unit of the product that we sell is 800. Now my partner that explain about the formula of break-even point.
Now we have to find the break-even point. So just have to follow this formula in order to find what is going to be the minimum unit that we have to sell as a company in order not to make profit, but either to lose money. It's equals FC, which means fixed cost, the total fixed cost divided by, we open parentheses, P, which is the selling price per laptop, minus the variable cost per laptop. We close parentheses, enter, and so it's going to say that the minimum unit that we have to sell is 13 laptops, okay? Not to lose money, but either to make profit. So how do we know this, the total, in money, okay? The revenue in money, it's going to be, the formula, it's equals the break-even point in units multiplied by the selling price per unit. So yes, so the revenue of this is going to be $10,033. Yes.
Now we know the bad units and the bad money. And we can use this table for seeing the results that can be 13, and for the revenue is the bad money, and for the expense is the same. And our profit are going to be 0. For this time, in a case, if we only sold 7 units of computer, our revenue are going to be calculated by a formula that is equal the unit sold and multiplies for the selling price per unit. And we need to use a function that in our keyboard we can find the k function and f4, and that is going to be our revenue. And in other case, if we only sold 8 computers, we need to do the same, that it's equals unit sold multiplies for the selling price and use the function. And now we can drag these numbers to seeing other cases, others revenues, and for the and that is my part. My partner is going to be explain what is expense and the profit. Thank you.
Okay, for this part of the chart, we have the expenses. The formula says that it's equal to the total fixed cost. We apply the absolute frequency plus, we open parentheses, we select the number of units sold times the total variable cost, and we close parentheses, and that's the value. In this case, the value doesn't change, so we have to work over here. So we do the same, equal the total cost up to the frequency plus open parentheses, select the unit sold times the total variable cost, and we apply here the absolute frequency and we close the parentheses. Enter, and then we drop, we will see all the values here. And for the profit, okay, for the profit, we have the formula that is equal the revenue less expenses. Do the same here. Equal, equal the revenue less expenses. Draw, and those are the values for the expenses and for the profit. Yeah.
Now, the next step is to create the graph. So we'll select all the cells in this chart. We'll go to Insert and choose the line graph. We have to verify that all the information in the chart is represented appropriately in the graph. And the only thing is that the numbers in the chart under units sold, it goes from 12 to 24. But in the graph, they're represented from 1 to 13, but it's basically the same. Now, I'll explain the graph. The blue line represents the units sold, and as it goes to the right, we see that the light blue line, profit line, also shows an increase. So it represents that 2, or in this case 13, is the number of units sold we need to surpass to perceive a profit. And the orange line represents the revenue, and the green one, the expenses. We see that they reach the necessary balance for business to be sustainable and profitable. And that was it. And the last thing to do would be to change the title of the graph. The last thing to do would be to change the title of the graph. So we'll double click. And write break-even point. And that will be it. Thanks for watching.